So I wanted to cover LeBron James a little bit since I haven't even really been focusing on him this year. Just been so busy this year so far. It's been such a great year so far. I wanted to cover LeBron. Look at LeBron, turnaround jumper, boom. Still got it, man. He still looks great. I think he's in his 18th season. Really wanted to dissect and see what if I saw the same LeBron from the bubble. LeBron, yeah, much hasn't changed. He could play another 3 more years if he stays healthy. It's such a different team from last year. It's a complete turnaround. I mean, I only think they got about 4 players that are still from the team from last year, maybe 5. I know they signed Cooks back. Cooks, Dudley, of course LeBron and AD, and could be missing one more. Oh, Morris, but that's about it. Pretty much everybody. And when you're a championship team and you're doing a whole turnaround after winning a title, you don't necessarily. Yes, they are still the title favorites because they did win the champion. Look at him maneuvering, but that doesn't make you a clear favorite to be a title contender again. It takes chemistry, it takes time. But they added pieces that were hungry, that have championship um, pedigrees. I mean, Gasol, how much left does he have in the tank? LeBron still shooting threes. Man, he's he's changed his game so much since the Cavaliers in Miami. LeBron James another three. AD working the post. LeBron James driving. Look how easy he looks. He's so fast. Nobody wants to close out on him because they might get posterized too. And LeBron a three with a hand in his face. AD playing good defense on Kawhi, running and gunning. That's where LeBron's dangerous. Look at that. 18th season looks like a rookie. I think we take for granted how good LeBron James is. You know, I'm not the biggest LeBron James fan, but I appreciate great basketball players. Bonnie and Luca. And nobody's giving flack to Luca that he came in out of shape. They're only criticizing James Harden. Luca came in very out of shape, very fat. And he had no ill will to the organization. This is just a man who showed up out of shape. Not like James Harden. He purposely came out of shape. LeBron, another three. LeBron's moving like he's in his 10th season. Look at that. Now, I don't know how much minutes he's getting in these games. I couldn't imagine it's more than 30. I would say about 30, 28 max. But, I mean, I don't necessarily think they care about what position they are in the playoffs. They just want to get in. I don't think they're really afraid of anybody, even though if they could lose, I mean, there's always upsets, especially like I said, with such a turnaround, such a quick season, off season. That doesn't necessarily make you the clear favorites because puts you in a disadvantage, but they are the champions. Look at LeBron, step back, 3-point shot. So now you got the big man on him. Easy. Mismatch like a mug. LeBron dribbling. Boom. Easy. I don't think he's the best player right now in the NBA because of his age. But if he was a little younger, he would clearly be. But I mean, his age does play a difference. It's just nature, you know what I mean? Father Time doesn't wait for no man, but he has beat the odds, and he has played Father Time to, he played him. He's taken care of his body, spent a lot of money on his body. He's been nothing but a pro since he's joined the NBA. And the Paul Gasol helps so much being out there, even if he's not such an efficient player anymore. It's just that he's such a great passer. Big man that can pass nowadays it's here now. You see so many big men that could pass. Jokic, Embiid. The list goes on. Some guys aren't even dominating centers no more. They're just, they bring one element and then they could pass. If your big man can't pass, then you're a liability. You gotta have about 5 guys, 4 guys on the court that could pass, that could run. The game has changed so much since I was a kid and elevated. I started watching basketball in 1999. I watched it a little before that. But yeah, 1999, 1998. I was just a kid with my grandpa watching the Rockets versus the Lakers. And then I watched the games with my dad. And then we had got Yao Ming. But I was always every time I played 2K or live, I always wanted to play against the Lakers because they were always the best team. Even if they weren't the best team, they were they had the best stars. I remember I liked to play live when they had Gary Payton, Karl Malone, Kobe, Shaq. That was such a disappointing team, but it was such a badass team to play because they had all those stars. LeBron, pull-up jumper. LeBron's just so smooth. He waits, takes his time, beats his man up, turnaround jumper. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar right there. Look at that. Waiting. He doesn't necessarily have to beat you no more. He's going to take his time. He's going to wait for the smaller defender to make a mistake and boom, pass right by him. Because he can't beat his defender because of his age that much, but he's going to beat them down because they're littler than him. He's going to beat them down until they submit. Look at that, pinpointing where he wants to pass the ball, taking his time. And that's the thing about this team. They're very patient. They make the right reads, the right cuts. LeBron, great shot. This team, you can see the veteran leadership just oozing out of these highlights. LeBron picking Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay needs to bend his knees more. That was the thing. Rudy Gay was standing up straight. You can't stand straight like that with LeBron James. I'd rather take a jump shot from LeBron than a driving basket from LeBron because that means he has the ability to get to the free throw line too. So we're watching the other highlights. It's almost over. I just wanted to watch LeBron this year because I haven't really watched. I watched him last night against Memphis. LeBron with the steal, still playing great defense. Looking, running. Chris Paul, foul. Yeah, Chris Paul made the right move. You don't want to get posterized. What do y'all think about the Suns? Do you think they're a real threat in the playoffs? I'm not really sure yet. LeBron playing really good defense. I've seen him. His defense is very good still. Playing the passing lanes. You don't necessarily, if you're dribbling out of whack like that, you have the benefit of the doubt just due to the fact that, sloppy teams are going to turn over the ball. It's just a matter of time. As long as you keep playing the passing lanes and they're playing sloppy basketball, you're going to get turnovers. Young teams have a tendency of, being sloppy. Offensive rebounds and sloppy basketball is a recipe for a loss. No matter how good you are. No matter how good you are, you're going to lose. Or if you're so talented, you could overcome that. It's not championship basketball. That's what this Lakers team, they're very disciplined. I like those blue jerseys. Reminds me of, like I said, the old Kobe Bryant, Shaq, Karl Malone, and Gary Payton days. Derek Fisher, Devin George, Kareem Rush, Luke Walton. That whole team. LeBron with a big block. Wow. He got up there. Say goodnight. I'll be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. It's LeBron James. Okay, so what I saw, LeBron still got a lot of talent. It's whether he could carry that into the playoffs, and I'm sure he will. Just such a great player, and who has took care of his body. Look at that running, waiting. Yeah, but I'm gonna end it right here. This was just a video covering LeBron James and seeing how he looked in his 18th season, and he still looks great. I hope it's his 18th season. If not, it will be his 19th. I'm really not sure. I gotta double check. I'm sorry about that, but I know he's in the later his later career. All right, thank y'all guys. Remember, like, subscribe. If y'all want to see more other teams, let me know.